Alright, back here on meat. Let's do this. Let's talk about skill-based matchmaking again. And let's explain, this is just my theory, okay? I'm pretty sure this is how it really works, but let's just talk about it. So, everybody hates it. Nobody likes it. It kind of makes the old Call of Duty feel not there, which it's not. This isn't really Call of Duty. It's much different than it used to be. But, you know, back to the reason that it's even in there in the first place. I mean, you think about this. I'm not trying to back them up, so don't think I'm trying to back up Activision or whoever is in charge of that stuff. But I understand it. It makes sense. Ooh, wow. What kind of stuff going on? So, we got people running after. Let's just run around with this thing. There's Captain America, whoever that is. Oh, you're my guy. But, anyway, let's get back to it. Sorry, I'm getting off track. Trying to pay attention to what I'm doing. So, my reasoning, this is what I think and why I think that they do it. So you put this in there, and it's a gigantic business, man. I mean, it really is. If you think about it, it's a huge business. The skill-based matchmaking plays in there because if you think about it, people that play the Call of Duty, I have every Call of Duty, every single one made since 2003. I have them all. I have played religiously. I say I'm never going to buy the next Call of Duty, and I still buy it. So you know what? I'm just going to do my best and support it because it's just, I always buy them no matter what. So I just as well try to support it the best that I can. When you look at the grand scheme of it, at the business standpoint, I'm not really a businessman, but I do understand simple economics and making money. So the skill-based matchmaking is in there because you have your people like me that play Call of Duty and I buy them. I'm gonna buy the Call of Duty. I might buy one. I won't buy all of them, but I might buy one of the season passes. Maybe one. Maybe I'll buy two, but probably not gonna buy them all. But anyway, so I'm guaranteed. Okay, I'm a guaranteed customer, and they know that. They know that people like me, they're gonna get some of my money. So they don't care. They don't care about us. They don't care about the guy that comes in and plays because they're going to get your money anyway, and they know that because you're going to buy it. Even though you complain and say, I'm not going to do it again. We always do. We're just Call of Duty people. We just do it. So this is where it comes down to the theory, my theory about it. So you do this skill-based matchmaking. It's not really to screw with us, but you think about it, their biggest, I guess, money maker, it's not us. They don't make big money off of us. They make big money off of the lower level players that aren't very good. But you know what? If you can make a 0.5 KD player or 0.4 KD player feel like they're super awesome, then isn't that good business? Because if you can keep your crappy players, if you can keep the crappy players in here playing, that's a good thing, right? Just think about it. Think about it as a business standpoint. If you've got your 0.4, 0.5 KD players and you're throwing them in between ones and twos, it's not going to be good. It's not going to be good at all because they're going to leave. They're going to quit. I mean, you'll see the skill-based matchmaking kick in, and you're going to be thrown against higher levels, and then and it's kind of on purpose. That way, it takes the crappier players out and mixes them up where they belong. And that's where the reverse boosting comes in, or people try to do. They're trying to get those easier lobbies because they're trying to make their stats crap. Like, I don't care about stats. I never have. I've never gave a crap about stats. I die a lot. You watch how I play. I mean, I really don't care. I don't play like my life depends on it because it's a video game. You're supposed to have fun. So I could care less how many times I die. I do like to win though. But back to it anyway. If you can keep your crappier players happy, okay, so make them feel like they're doing awesome. What's that going to do, man? It's going to make them come back. It's going to make them buy stuff in those. It's going to make them buy all these crazy skins that I'm seeing right now. It's absolutely nuts. But it's going to make them do that, and they're gonna buy all that stuff. And it's going to keep making them money, man. It's a huge business, man. I mean, it's absolutely massive. And so why would they ever remove it? They're not going to remove it. They're never, ever going to remove that. Hate to be the bearer of bad news. They're just not going to. But that's the thing with skill-based matchmaking. I mean, I know that doesn't help anybody. But that's just why it's there. And you know, like I said, I'm not trying to justify it or say that it's okay, because I think it sucks. But like I said, I played Call of Duties back in the day where my ping was 23 and yours was 100. I was gonna whoop all over you. That was just the way it was. It's been a long time since we've had a Call of Duty like that. But, you know, I mean, that's just my theory. I'm not, like I said, I'm not trying to back them up for what they're doing. I understand why they did it. It makes sense. It just makes good sense. And it's actually pretty good. If you think about it, you have to boost so much to get around it. Oops, sorry. But I mean, that's just it. I mean, that's where I feel why it's like that. I mean, because you have so many new people, you know, and it really became prevalent to me whenever they did the when Warzone came around, because they made it free. Because I know people, man, that would not play Call of Duty, hated Call of Duty, wasn't going to play it. You couldn't make them buy it. You know what? And then here comes Warzone, and it was free. They didn't have to buy it. And then they bought it, or they got it. Well, then what happened to them is it was perfect. It was their actual. It was the whole grand scheme of what they wanted it to do. So they do this free game, which is their biggest part now. You know, the Warzone. So they do that, and they get all these people hooked in here, right? And they come in, and you got all these players coming in, new, old, good, bad, and the whole point is, with the SBMM, it tries to keep it somewhat low. I won't even say it keeps it equal. It just keeps the really good players out of the lobbies with the really crappy players. That's the whole idea of it. That's the only reason they did it. It doesn't have anything to do. I mean, really, it's a protection system for your best customers, is what it is. Because, like I said, you know, your Call of Duty players that play this all the time, your YouTubers, your streamers, they're all gonna buy this crap anyway, man. It doesn't matter. They don't care. I mean, I don't buy the. I don't buy all the pack. I mean, I don't have hardly any skins. I think I have one. I got the ghillie. But just, I'm a huge fan of ghillie suits, man. It really, really helps you out in your games too. But it just, I mean, yeah, sure, it pisses me off, pisses everybody off. I mean, but I understand why it's there. You know. And whenever you look at the grand scheme, I mean, I don't think it really, I don't know. It probably doesn't help. It probably pisses you off more. But they're catering to the crappier players. What they're catering to. That's the whole reason for it. Because 1s and 2s and even 3s to an extent can stay together. I mean, But that's what it's all about, man. I mean, that's the skill-based matchmaking in a nutshell. At least that's how I feel that it works. Maybe I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. But protect your greatest asset, which is your crappier player, because they're the ones that are going to spend the money. They're the ones that are blowing that money on buying everything, thinking it's going to make them better. But yeah, I don't know. That's my thing about skill-based matchmaking. So hopefully that makes some sense. Hopefully I didn't just rant about nothing. But that's how I feel about it. Man, I love being the last kill shot. Look at that. That's like an honor. Ooh, yeah.